Good morning, guys. So, yesterday on AliExpress, there was a sale going on. I wasn't really supposed to spend more money because I'm not sure if I'm gonna be getting welfare this month. So, maybe I end up only having left what I have now because yesterday I ended up spending some money on AliExpress because I was able to get things for quite a reduced price compared to normal. And so I ended up buying the portable shower and 25-liter compression or vacuum bag um, meant for my jacket when it gets warmer. My jacket is so big and bulky, and this way it would be able to take up no space in the backpack. I also got a microfiber towel that only weighs 100 grams rather than 500. I'm gonna try it out with a shower here in the apartment. I'm pretty sure it's good for drying off my body, but I'm not so sure how it works with hair. But in any case, being able to save 400 grams on a towel, that seems like a worthwhile investment. Also, it takes up considerably less space. But yeah, guys, the day is. Shit, what day is it? Let me see. It is the 25th of January, 2026. And I have become 100% completely independent from needing modern infrastructure. I mean, of course, I still need money for food and internet and whatever else I may want to buy. I mean, there's only really food and internet. Well, I guess these. I roll them low, so it tastes better and it's cheaper. But I gotta stop, man. I gotta stop. Um, I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen here in 2026. And I know you've heard me say that before, but I genuinely do want to stop. There's just a few things coming in the way of that. But I don't want to talk about smoking. What I want to talk about is how excited I am about the fact that I have only been on this journey for a little more than half a year. We're just barely past day 200 here. And I went from going to Denmark with a backpack with, well, I guess everything I owned, because everything we abandoned in Portugal, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to see that again. So basically, I left with everything I owned, which was not a whole lot of stuff. It was mostly just the cheapest decathlon tent that I could get, and a sleeping mat, and a few things for cooking. Like I had the Trangia. But now, I'm completely independent from modern infrastructure. Well, of course, I also have to buy alcohol for the alcohol stove, but in a pinch, I could just use firewood to cook, so it's not like I would be fucked without alcohol. It just makes the cooking process a lot cleaner and easier. But yeah, I have the ability to shower mobily, wash and dry clothes mobily, cook, clean. Well, actually, I'm not 100% independent from modern infrastructure. I'm going to be dependent on my fast charger for the electric unicycle to charge that one up, considering it's going to be my battery bank, power station, whatever you want to call it. Um, because I built this thing. If you're a new viewer, let me show you. I built this thing I can connect to my electric unicycle, and it'll be able to take the 100.8 volts down to 72 volts, I believe, and convert it down to be able to provide USB via this thing right here, and also able to provide AC loads via this inverter right here. It's only 300 watts, but it's decent for electric bicycles and such. Um, so yeah, I'll be able to help out people who also don't have solar panels. Because my electric unicycle can charge up its massive 3,600 watt hour battery in basically 2.5 hours, because you're never going to ride it all the way down. So 2 to 2.5 hours. And it contains roughly 10 electric, like e-bike batteries. So great capacity. So solar panels are really the only thing that, like, electricity generation is the only thing I don't have right now. And solar panels, they are last on my list because there are simply too many places in Denmark I can charge up my electric unicycle for free without any hassle. And also, there's not a lot of sun in Denmark. It's not really the time to be getting that. I think that's something I should get when I'm ready to go very far away from Denmark. And of course, right now, it's not really gonna happen. I'd love to. I really would love to, but for this summer, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to stick in Denmark just to save up money, get the final few things if I don't manage to get those before I leave the apartment, like spiked pedals and some grisless sync power pads for the electric unicycle. But yeah, fully independent feels great. I mean, outside of power generation, knowing that no matter where I am, I'll be able to shower. Oh yeah, and purify water as well. Oh my god, guys, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm ready for the apocalypse. Bring it. Well, maybe not. Don't drop the bombs. Actually, I'm pretty happy with no nuclear winter. I gotta admit. But I don't even fear that happening. That's not why I'm doing this. The reason I'm doing this, the reason I'm acquiring these things that I want to live this way is because, well, it just became apparent to me basically when I was in college. I graduated in 2012. But already when I was in my last year of college, I realized that this whole system is not sustainable. Like, there's not going to be enough jobs. The job market's already fucked, and things are only going to get worse. And automation is only going to increase. I didn't even consider AI at the time. But I'm so happy that I made the decision to live an alternative lifestyle back then. And I mean, of course, I've been homeless for many years. I've been on welfare for many years. I don't actually want to be on welfare. I just kind of want to screw the system out of some money to help me get this, to get the stuff I need. Because the system, it never really looked out for me. Yeah, sure, it would give me some welfare to shut me up, but that was just enough to survive, not enough to get anywhere in life, right? So I have a lot of animosity towards the system. I don't really think modern Western societies really work anymore. Well, at least not for a lot of the population. I'm not gonna get into the whole gender conversation, but let's just say it's not a great time to be a young man. Um, and yeah, I just realized, okay, I'm never gonna be able to have my own house unless some kind of miracle happens. So I'm just gonna build my own snail house. Yeah. So basically now I'm gonna be able to carry my house on my back, some of it on the electric unicycle because there's quite a bit of gear. I know a lot of nomads on YouTube. I think most of them are just bullshitting, but a lot of nomads on YouTube, they say some of their biggest regrets or like their biggest mistakes was, you know, over encumbering themselves, um, getting too much equipment when they set off, when they started. And I definitely fell into that issue the first time I started doing this outdoor living lifestyle, because the first few times I was homeless, I had no idea what the fuck I was doing, man. I was sleeping on benches, and man, I even slept inside of the most busy McDonald's in Copenhagen, in the airport, all kinds of weird places, man. But then me and my ex, we became homeless, lived outdoors for a year in a row with our bunny, and that's when I really started, researching camping equipment and what kind of things you would need in order to live more or less independently. And of course, back then I hadn't undergone as much research as I have now, and I ended up buying some things that were too heavy and too big, and we basically had I had to have a bicycle because at the time I had a bicycle. I had to get a bicycle cargo thing that I could put the stuff in because the tent was huge and the things were huge and inefficient. And yeah, then later on, me and that same ex, we went for outdoor living again after having lived indoors for a while, and I got better. I bought, better, lighter, more efficient equipment. And of course, that was for two people, so it was still kind of bulky and big, especially considering I was carrying the majority of the weight. But now I figured out how to get even more utility out of less weight and less bulk. And outside of my tent, basically this would be great for a two-person setup or even more. I basically just need a bigger tent, and yeah, I would be set up for a two-people setup. So this is enough for me. But let's say I got a girlfriend on the road. I don't imagine that's gonna happen. But if I did, she wouldn't have to carry anything for the camp. Like all she would have to carry is basically her clothes and whatever items she would want to bring. I got everything. Um, but I'm not even interested in dating or anything like that. Um, but I mean, I just figured it's worth mentioning that the setup is just so much better now. I'm just happy, guys. I'm just happy. I'm just spending this time researching and finding the cheapest places I can buy these things that I need. Trying to save money. I say as I eat candy. But listen, you gotta live a little. You can't just be, well, you can just be living off of rolled oats and rye bread. I have before. It's not an issue. But yeah, I want to live a little too. Now that I've gotten a little bit of extra money. But if I get welfare this month and next month, I should definitely be ready for. I should definitely have enough to be able to buy the last few things I need. Someone on the second hand selling site, like the Danish version of Craigslist, put up an X-Dome 2 for sale for basically half the price of what it would cost from new. It has a few tiny holes in it, but if that thing is for sale, uh, on the first of next month when I get my pay, I'm gonna head over there immediately, check out the tent and buy it if there's no issues with it. That would shave off more than a kilo of weight, and it's just a much better tent than what I got now. I'd actually have enough space to, splay out all my items in the backpack and put my electric unicycle in there too. So I'm really hoping they don't sell that shit before I get the money in just less than a week. Let's see. And that would just bring me even closer to my ideal setup. This tent is perfectly fine. I'm going to be able to carry it, but it would be nice to half the weight of the tent that I have right now and to more than double the internal space and the features. Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm just moving along. And I have food for quite a while now, so I should be good. I should be good no matter what happens. If I get welfare, if I don't, the only thing it changes is how fast I get all of my equipment. So yeah, happy guy. Not really doing much these days. I gotta go to the welfare thing tomorrow, but yeah, I've just been chilling over this weekend. It's been great. Eating sushi, watching anime, hanging out with friends in my Discord server, watching shows. It's great, man. I'm happy, even though I'm in an apartment. But that's only because I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. We're getting into February now. February is gonna be over before I know it, and yeah, then I'm gonna be ready to go outdoors. It's probably gonna be a bit cold though, beginning of March, but quickly as we head into April, things are gonna heat up considerably, and afterwards it's just gonna be nice. It's essentially gonna be summer then. So yeah, summer's right around the corner. I have a feeling I'm gonna go to Copenhagen when I leave this place. There's not many places you can camp outdoors in Copenhagen, but I know a few good spots from when I was homeless, when I was living outdoors with my ex. Gonna go back to some of those places and check out new places as well. I'm gonna try and see if I can't find every single place in Copenhagen worth camping in. I'm just happy I made that list of what every single item that I own, everything, single thing I have in my backpack, what it weighs, because it has allowed me to in a much more easy fashion figure out what kind of things I need to upgrade, what kind of things I need to consider leaving behind or selling. Like the towel. I just saved 400 grams on the towel. Now potentially I'm gonna save 1.5 kilos on the tent basically, and on it goes. I found out that my spices were too heavy. I already considered them too bulky. So now I'm gonna buy these smaller containers for spices. I'm gonna be able to bring more spices, but less of each spice. I got some better. I'm gonna get some better containers for oil as well. Just upgrading. Feels good. I know it's kind of boring, content-wise, but hey, this is just the beginning of the channel, man. I'm gonna be making a video every single day for the rest of my life, presumably. So this entire section of time of being indoors for this long, over time, it's just gonna become a smaller and smaller part of the total amount of videos on my channel until it becomes finally a negligible amount. And of course, after I leave this apartment, I'm gonna do everything that I can to not have to ever live indoors again, never pay rent again. I really didn't want to pay rent and live indoors this time around, but I also didn't want to abandon my friend when he was completely fucked, and I needed a place, genuinely needed a place to stay indoors, because as much as I could have probably survived living outdoors this whole time, I wouldn't have gotten anything accomplished. I wouldn't have gotten welfare or study money or anything. I wouldn't have been able to upgrade my equipment. It would have just been pure survival. And oh my god, dude, I would have had to pick up bottles with all my heavy equipment on, and it would have been a goddamn mess, guys. So I'm just happy. Everything panned out, everything, like, initially it felt like a giant defeat. Like, I had to sell out on my integrity. But nowadays, it just feels like a blessing in disguise. It seemed like a curse initially, but now I realize it's a blessing in disguise. You know, I'm gonna try and see if I can just make the videos talking videos like this if there's not really much going on that day. I'm hungry, guys. I'm making 2 packs of beef and ramen, and then frying some chicken. I know that's loud. And then I'm gonna use the rest of these. Well, I'm gonna save a little bit. I still got 1 pack of ramen here, but yeah, I'm gonna add some of these when they're done absorbing the flavor, the water. It's gonna be pretty delicious. It's pretty easy to spice up ramen. Check it out, guys. Gonna get some soy for these, I think. Or maybe not. Let's see. I think it'll be fine without soy.